So underway, 10:40 the pace. That's the green lights for this men's the mixed 3000F race. John Curry in station 1 from Doncaster. Joanne Pratt from Mentone in 2. Liam Hemingway is in 3. Max Byram from Box Hill in 5. Katrina Winger, Yarra Rangers in 6. Molly Fitzgerald from Traralgon Harriers in 7. Glenn Imbriano, Diamond Valley in station 8. Lara Smythe from Wellington Athletics in 9. Nadina Morrow, Preston in 10. Eden Hill from Albury lines up in 11. Thomas McGough from Mornington in 12. Also, Emily Chambers is in 14. Louisa Lazar Sandringham 15. Priya Diol 16 from Box Hill. In 19 from Box Hill also Taj Fox. Izzy Johnson is in 20 and Simone Phelan in 21. They are our field in the F3000 metres, so 10:40 as we said. Looks like it's Imbriano from the Diamond Valley team out early. Got one of the Wellington girls going with him at the moment. And that will be Lara Smythe, but settling nicely, following just ahead of that 10:40 pace at the moment. You see Dial sitting there, I think, in that 4th position. Then Morrow in next position up. So just sitting slightly ahead of pace time at the moment. Coming down to get 6 laps to go. Imbriano still leading this event. Just running slightly to the outside. So Smythe in next position. Molly Fitzgerald from Traralgon in the black. Just seeing Eden Hill going through at the moment. So big thank you to our lap scorers, and remember, if you do have someone in one of these events, in order for us to try and stay on schedule, could you please have lap scorers in position early? So Imbriano still leading the way. Smythe's getting a nice little toe along on the rails. As you can see, they're still sitting in the blue, which is a nice spot to be. 10:40 on the clock there. Fitzgerald in next position. Then we have Diol. A lot of the girls working together nicely at the moment. So a whole clutch of them coming through, and that includes Phelan. Also Winger. Next to her will be Lazar. Eden Hill's done nicely to attach onto that. Max Byram from Box Hill just in front of her. Morrow in next position. Then Liam Hemingway in the Mornington colours. Just tacking along with one of his Mornington teammates there. But out front, no real change here. Smythe being the benefit of some good pacing here with Imbriano leading the way. So it does look like we have a pacer here, and he's sitting in that 3rd position at the moment in the Ivanhoe uniform. But out front, it is still the Diamond Valley uniform leading the way, and that's Glenn Imbriano. He's coming in with a seed time of 11:01, so Glenn would obviously love to be in the 10s, and that target time as they approach the 1 kilometre mark. Sorry, I've missed the 1 kilometre mark. They're well and truly over that. as Imbriano comes through to get 4 laps to go. So 1,600 metres still to go. Fitzgerald's sitting there, still maintaining good composure. Diol's in next position. Then we have Phelan, wingers on the rails, Lazar, Hill, also Byram. Next one through will be Hemingway. Thomas McGough, another Victorian champion, now AWDs. Joe Pratt's coming through, Morrow just adrift of her. Coming through now we have Emily Chambers and also Izzy Johnson and John Curry. Still tracking along nicely. A little bit of a change here. As you see, our pacemaker has dropped, I'd say, and we've got a race in 2 out front. So Lara Smythe from Wellington in good position there behind Imbriano. Fitzgerald sitting probably about 10 to 15 metres adrift. Coming down to get 3 laps to go. So Hill's made a good move there. Was sitting off the back of the pack behind her for quite a while, but Eden Hill from Albury made a good move as they go through to get 3 to go. So the long striding Smythe just sitting off Imbriano. That's a great move from Hill, making her way towards Fitzgerald, the Traralgon runner. Then we have Phelan, Diol, winger. Also Lazar, Byram. Nice pacing here, Hemingway and also McGough. Next position there is Taj Fox. Joe Pratt next up, then Morrow. But Lara Smythe being given some really good pacing here from Glenn Imbriano from Diamond Valley. Fitzgerald's just sitting about the same position off the back, and Hill the big mover at the moment. So approaching the 2 kilometre mark now, 7:06. And as you can see, they're still on that 10:40 pace time, just ahead of it, as we see Imbriano just getting a little bit of a break now on Smythe from Wellington. And Fitzgerald's just sitting in the red, as we can see the light going up her legs as she's going around the top bend. So now Lara Smythe into the last kilometre here. Glenn Imbriano leading the way. So 7:06 unofficially through the 2K mark. Hill still bearing down and approaching the lights here. So massive run in that 2nd kilometre for Eden Hill from Albury. Trying to attach herself into the lead bunch and still looking good 2 laps out. So Smythe's done a lot of work in that lead bunch at the moment. Fitzgerald's just been ticking away beautifully, and now we're seeing Eden Hill just pick up that pace ever so slightly and approach the lights. Lazar's made a move. Winger's gone with her. Diol next, then have Phelan. Byram in next position. Taj Fox just getting ahead there of Hemingway and who is pacing McGough through. So 2 to go for Thomas McGough. So Hemingway doing a great job there of keeping Thomas informed on what they're doing out here over these 7.5 laps. So Pratt, 2 to go. So the challenge now for Smythe, because she will be having Fitzgerald and potentially even Hill over these last 600 metres bearing down on her. Been a big, big run from Lara Smythe. Coming in for 10:55 best time, so she's just got to hold on over this last 500 metres as Molly Fitzgerald just starts to draw her in ever so slightly. So Imbriano's just has not moved from that blue section. So Glenn Imbriano's been very impressive here. 11:01 has said the seed time, and potentially PB for Glenn Imbriano as he comes down to get 1 lap to go, and he is looking at a massive PB as we see Fitzgerald and also Hill bearing down on Smythe. So well paced by Fitzgerald. She's chasing Imbriano. Smythe now in 3rd. Hill looking good as she gets the bell. Winger's now made another good move too. She's just got ahead of Lazar. Diol in next position, then Phelan and Byram. But out front, Glenn Imbriano still in the blue. He's got ahead of the blue. So Imbriano's starting to kick it down. And the challenge now is for Fitzgerald to get into that green section. Hill goes again down the back straight. So Hill now just edging alongside and going past Smythe and going for Fitzgerald, I'd say. So Eden Hill trying to get herself into the green as well. Thomas McGough 1 lap out. Around the final bend now, and we're seeing he's moving away from the pace lights here, so impressive performance by Imbriano. Just sat beautifully on the lights for so long, and he's made that move over the final 2 laps here. Big performance. As we see Curry coming through, Morrow's just ahead of him, and it will be a win here for Glenn Imbriano from Diamond Valley. As we see Hill and Fitzgerald, it is on and they're in the green. So what a race here. Fitzgerald's answering the challenge here, but Imbriano takes it. 10:32 there, I think, unofficially. Nice running from Fitzgerald. Well judged race. 10:38 for her. Right on 10:40 there for Hill. She'll be smiling. Smythe did so much good work. 10:43, but still rewarded, I'd say, there with a big PB for Lara Smythe. As we see Katrina Winger coming through now, so the Yarra Rangers runner, she's got 11:05, so she will be right on that 11-minute mark. Come on, Katrina, right on. We'll wait for the official timing on that. Well-judged race there from Winger. Diol in next position. Byram's just put on a little supercharge down the final straight to get ahead of Phelan. So 11:11 there, I think, for Phelan. So another good run from her. She was an 11:20 seed time. Lazar coming through now. Then we have McGough, 11:20 thereabouts. Liam, great pacing. Pratt's coming through now. So Joe Pratt from Mentone, just slightly off the seat time of 11:22. Good running also here from Emily Chambers. As we see John Curry moving through. Can we get John under the 12 minutes? I know he'd love it. It's going to be right on it, and I think John will stop the clock just under that 12-minute mark, the 4-minute kilometres, and Adina Morrow, she will round out our field here in the mixed F race over 3,000 metres.